Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox, and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is an offering of the Compliance Podcast Network. January 18th, 2019, the Sorry, You're Sorry edition. Huawei is back in the news as federal prosecutors are pursuing criminal charges against the Chinese company for allegedly theft of trade secrets from its U.S. business partners, including T-Mobile. The investigation grew out of civil lawsuits involving Huawei, including one in Seattle, which found the company liable for misappropriation of robotic technology from T-Mobile. Next up, Michigan State University has a new interim president. This new interim president is Satish Udpa. He replaces John Engler, who resigned right before he was going to be fired by the Michigan State Board of Trustees. For any Michigan State grads listening out there, and as you know, I am one of you, this is certainly good news, and hopefully the university will start to regain the trust that it has lost during the administration of Mr. now former interim president John Engler. Next up, we have a shocking story. I know you'll be shocked to find that the Belt and Road Initiative put on by China for infrastructure projects in both Asia and Africa is rife with corruption. And despots and crooks are using this initiative by China to stay in power. China is doing this largely through loans, and where they're going with this is to try to put these countries into hock to them so that they will owe them money and China can move in to take over. Pretty good politics by China, but the FCPA and other anti-bribery and anti-corruption laws will no doubt come into play. And finally, I'd like to devote the rest of this time to an article in the New York Times about Goldman Sachs and its fraud defense to the claims by the Malaysian government around the 1MDB scandal. Goldman Sachs has presented an aggressive defense that it is the victim of a rogue employee, Tim Leisner, attacking Leisner for everything from having affairs to drinking too much to partying too much to being a habitual sociopath and liar. All of those are probably true. Whether that gets Goldman Sachs out of the hot seat regarding these matters, it's unknown. Of course, Goldman Sachs has never offered to pay back the money that they made on this. And in probably one of the things that's going to turn around to bite the company the most, they apologized to the people of Malaysia for Tim Leisner's actions. Goldman Sachs didn't apologize, but they apologized on behalf of what Leisner did to the country of Malaysia. So no doubt the people of Malaysia got the message that Goldman Sachs is sorry that they are sorry. And there's not much more of a backhanded way to insult someone with an apology such as that. So it's going to be interesting to see if this vigorous defense by Goldman Sachs helps them get out of the perhaps billions of dollars of liability. This is Tom Fox. If you have any ideas for the Daily Compliance News, please feel free to email me at tfox@tfoxlaw.com. I'd love to hear from you. This is Tom Fox. I'm the Compliance Evangelist. As you may know, we've had several new offerings on the Compliance Podcast Network. One of those includes Popcorn and Compliance, where Jay Rosen and I take a look at compliance through the lens of movies, both current, contemporary movies, and classic movies. Also premiering in December. And finally, Mary Shirley and Lisa Fine have premiered their new podcast, Great Women on Compliance. I hope you will check that out. It's a great podcast series. We have several other offerings that we are in production and will go live after the first of the year on the Compliance Podcast Network.